Acting National Police Commissioner Tebello Mosikili will not be visiting Stilfontein, Northwest, today as expected. The reason? Heavy rains. Mosikili was set to assess progress in the ongoing Operation Vala Umgodi in the area. Newzroom Afrika's Ziniko Mhlaba joins us live from there now. Ziniko, it's one of the many delays, I suppose, we've consistently seen, whether it be in the rescue operations for a lot of the illegal miners, and now, of course, then the visit then by Mosikili as well then, because the question mark becomes what happens next. It's the final day of the year, and still we have miners underground.
Well, the issue of bad weather conditions, Arabile, has been, an issue when it comes to the actual operations here at Stilfontein. I remember that, there were two incidents last month, but also early in December, where due to heavy rains, operations at shaft number 11 had to be delayed. And of course, those operations were delayed due to the fact that it was heavily pouring. And as you would understand, that the operations are happening outdoors at the actual shaft itself. So it would be impossible it became impossible for community volunteers, but also activists to try to do their normal operations, which they are mostly have been using the rope to pull out those illegal miners who remain underground. So it is not that really shocking to us as people who have been here on the ground for some time. And of course, the acting police commissioner was expected to actually, go to the shaft itself. It was not going to be just, a boardroom briefing. From what we understand, he was meant to visit shaft number 10 and shaft in number 11 just to monitor how the situation has been since, the start of the Operation Vala Umgodi in Stilfontein. And of course, she was going to be following, visits by Police Minister Senzo Mchunu, who has visited Stilfontein 2 times, but also the National Police Commissioner, General Masemura, had also visited Stilfontein. So those will be the 4th visit by the SAPS top brass, if you include the minister. So that's where things are. So she's not coming as expected, as you said in your intro. But there are some concerns, Arabile, which I think the acting police commissioner was going to address as well. Remember that the past week we've been talking to illegal miners who have been resurfacing. And of course, one of the key things, or one of the things that really shocked a lot of people was the admission by one illegal miner who had said that, well, it is very dangerous underground. And of course, he went to an extent of saying that, well, police will need to think carefully, before trying to embark on a mission to go underground. So let's take a listen to this, information that was shared by one illegal miner who had resurfaced in the past week.
Vele mina ukubona kwami akuyenza ukuthi amapolisa angene kwapha ngoba abantu abavele abayadubula vele abasabi for ukuthi amapolisa yabe high risk enkulu kakhulu. Mina ngibona abantu bayi 15 isidumbu kade sengisithiyopa ngaphansi le 15 abafileyo. Mina vele enye into yenze ukuthi ngiphume mina umsebenzi lowana. It was my first time ukungena lapha emgodini, so bengawujayeli vele bekungisindela vele ukuthi ngibe ngisebenza kwapha. So I sacrifice ngathi vele beside indlala vele befuna ukuphuma vele ngiyangaphandle vele ngiyadinga umsebenzi ongcono.
So that is one of the illegal miners, Arabile, who came out, and she is currently, in custody. Actually, he made his first court appearance on Friday. Last week. So another issue, Arabile, as far as the actual operations at Shaft 11 are concerned, there's a bit of uneasiness amongst community leaders due to the fact that, they have not been taken into confidence in terms of where the operations are currently as far as the rescue experts are concerned. Remember that, sometime last month, there were talks about, the need to have heavy machinery and having professional experts, to take over the rescue operation. So we saw, like 2 days ago, heavy machinery arriving at shaft number 11, clearing the site, and they did say that, well, rescue experts will be taking over the operation. So community volunteers then had to take, a back seat in terms of their normal operation. So these community leaders are saying now they have no idea where they will be fitting. They have no idea whether they will be part and parcel of phase 3. And of course, they are calling on government to really be transparent and share some information in terms of what role will the community activists and volunteers be playing, in the next phase of this operation. So we spoke to one of the leaders, Mr. Batman, who shares, the views of the community leaders.
We are not against the rescue team that the government will, or the mine that will employ or procure to do the professional rescuing. But we are saying at least the communication, the time that we have worked with the police, at least give us a clear or a full reason to say we are working as partners or we are working as a team.
Mr. Tebello Botman is one of the committee leaders who has been at the forefront of mobilizing, committee members in terms of ensuring that they do go to shaft number 11 to provide a rescue operation assistance to those who are still underground. So as we are marching into 2025, Arabile, those are some of the issues we're expecting the stakeholders to really iron out amongst themselves, because you've got law enforcement agencies, you've got aid organizations, you've got community members who are all forming part and parcel of these rescue operations. So, hoping that, as we march into 2025, all those things will be sorted out and there will be clarity in terms of the role each stakeholder needs to play as we go ahead with